Hey guys, I'm just sitting here with my dog. She's right here. She'll probably crawl into my lap at some point during the video. Hey, welcome to my channel. Today I'm actually going to be working on this project. I have my little yarn bowl over here on my side table mini bookshelf thing. Cup of coffee. And I thought today we could knit together. You can crochet, do whatever you want, just watch me, I don't care. And I am making this hat. This is actually a hat that Hermione Granger wears in Harry Potter the movie. It's just a really simple, not so simple, but simple color palette. Just a gray hat with some ribbing and some holes in it, and I just thought I'd sit here and see how much I can get done in about an hour. And I'm going to watch some YouTube videos here on my TV. You okay, pup? I'm going to watch some YouTube videos here on my TV, and I'll just speed the video up and go ahead and start knitting. Had to restart my camera because it times out after a certain amount of time. I wanted to point out that this yarn is not the best. I talked about it in my sock yarn video, or in my sock video. It's from Cascade Yarns Eco Alpaca. It's 100% undyed baby alpaca. It was $18 and I got it in Chattanooga at some used bookstore, and it looked like they had overstock yarn or something. But it has these breaks in it. I don't think you'll be able to see it on camera, and I don't want to pull it out anymore because I'm just going to knit this one in. A lot of the times it's like one strand is breaking and it starts unraveling, and I've had to tie several pieces together because it was just too broken for me to work with. So that's unfortunate, but it is what it is, and I'm going to use it anyway. So we'll see if the hat falls apart, but I doubt that it will. Hopefully not. Fingers crossed. And in case you haven't worked with cables before, this is only my second cable project. This is a cable needle. So anyway, back to the feed through. it's broken. Like, one single thread left. So I'm gonna, look, oh, and it just fell apart. Lovely. I'm gonna unpick it a little bit and I guess tie another knot. So I'll be back. My camera battery is dying anyway, so I'm gonna do that and then change the camera battery. So hold on. Okay, I'm back. Oh, I'm losing stitches. I had to tie a knot. I don't remember what this knot is called, but I'll link a tutorial for it down below. It's really simple and it's the best way I found to tie knots in a project. I will say in my sock knitting projects, anytime I've needed to change yarns, I've not done it with a knot. I've done it with another method, and I find that to be easier, but not easier. It's more difficult, but the end product is a little bit better because there's no knot in the middle of your project. But I noticed right at the beginning, this knot right here at the brim of the hat, I noticed right at the beginning that this yarn was going to need to have a lot of knots, and I didn't want to have to weave in ends that well. So I did it with knots, and I'm going to weave in the ends, and it'll be a pain in the butt, but I'll feel like it's more secure. It's a shame. This yarn was $18, so I'm kind of really mad about it. But it is what it is. And this is the piece, the frayed piece that I cut out. I actually have a little dish. I made this at a little pottery class. So it has my name on there. I made it October 3rd, 2020. In the middle of the pandemic. So yeah, that was fun. And I keep my little thread clippings in here to use for stuffing and stuff. So that's why I have that over here. But yeah. Let's get back to knitting, and I'll try not to be too mad about the yarn breaking. Alright, I hope you enjoyed that very out of focus shot, so sorry about that. Back to the knitting. So I'm gonna call it quits for today. My hands are a little sweaty, if I'm being honest. That happens a lot. Fellow knitters, do you have the same problem? Especially during the summertime. It is 90-something degrees outside right now, and my house is cool, but yeah, the hands are sweaty. They're getting yarn fibers on them. So I need to take a break for a minute. Probably go wash my hands. That usually helps, but I'm actually going to a friend's house tonight. I'm going to work on this a little bit at her house while we just hang out. So I'm going to get ready to go take the dog because she has a lot of fun with her best friend, we call her. My best friend and her dog are, anyway, our dogs are best friends too. Anyway, so yeah, I think I'll likely not post this video until I'm done with the hat, so I might film a few more times me working on it, but we shall see. If not, I'll insert a clip of the finished hat at the end. But yeah, see y'all later. Hey, it is the next day, a Sunday. It is about 12 o'clock, I think, right now, lunchtime. I've been knitting all morning, and I did knit at my friend's house last night. Don't bark, please. I'm officially on the crown section of the hat now. I don't think I mentioned before that this pattern is free on Ravelry, and I'll link it down below. I did notice I'm knitting a lot looser, and it's because I didn't do a gauge swatch section before I started making the pattern because I'm lazy and I never do that. And I can't ever measure it properly anyway. That's something I'll work on. But for now, I just repeated the pattern one less time than the pattern actually called for. This section of rib, I just did one less rib knit stitch section. But anyway, I am going to continue knitting. I've been knitting all day, like I said, since about 5:30 this morning, on and off. So yeah, and there's a fiber on my nose. This is not my favorite yarn. The color's really pretty, but it's really difficult to work with, and there's fibers everywhere. I hope that after I wash it, it'll felt a little bit. I'm not going to dry it, but I'm hoping that maybe so many fuzzes won't come off when I'm actually wearing this hat, but we shall see. I'm going to watch some YouTube and get back to knitting. we interrupt your knitting programming for this loaf of bread. I started baking bread, I guess, early 2020, and I haven't made some in a couple months. I've been using this book, Bread Baking for Beginners. Jenna Fisher, actually, on Instagram, is what got me into this book, and I really, really like it, and it's been teaching me how to make bread, but usually it looks a little bit more visually pleasing than this, but it's been a few months since I made any. So yeah, I'm just gonna cut that up and you can watch me do that too. Ooh, look at that. Not too bad. Not too bad. I'm gonna eat my snack and then I'm going to get back to knitting. My grandma makes this plum jelly. So good. My late grandma actually also made plum jelly, and this reminds me of both of my grandmothers, but this is the last I have of this jar. I think I have one more before I'll have to go steal some more from her, but I'm gonna put some jelly on it, and this other piece has butter, so yay. As you can see, the dog is making it very difficult, and as you can probably hear, she's still bringing me toys. As you can probably hear, it is now pouring rain, so the lighting is probably gonna get worse and worse because I'm in a room full of windows right now, and that's my source of light. Yeah, what are you doing, girl? Go get it. So, we'll see what happens. Okay, apologies for the lighting. Like I said, it's storming now. I am still working on the crown. Got the dog in my lap. And I don't know if you'll be able to see my screen, but this is the free pattern, and I am up to row 16, which actually is looking like it's one of the last rows. It tells me I need to switch to double pointed needles at some point, but I'm going to work magic loop with my rounded needles here. Magic loop is just where you split the stitches like that. Pretty much. So yeah, I'm going to keep working on it, and I will probably come back and show you guys the completed result because I'm sitting in a very strange angle to be able to knit with the pup in my lap right now. And she's having a nice look out the window. Alright. I'll come back on in a minute. Okay, excuse all the fibers on my lap and on the dog. I am now complete. Aside from, I'm about to run, if I can pick it up, I'm about to run the end through the last 6 stitches on the crown of the hat. So yeah, yay, I'm so excited. And it looks like it turned out a really nice size, even considering the fact that I did one less section of the cable. Alright, I'm going to do that now. Okay, you ready? It's all run through. I'm going to cinch it. One hand. I thought that would be a little bit more satisfying than it is. But there it is. Sealed hat. I'm going to weave in all of the ends. If you remember, I said yesterday, I think, that this yarn was broken in a lot of spots, so I had to tie it to itself. So I have quite a few ends to weave in, otherwise there would just be the beginning and end, but oh well. I'm going to work on that now, and then I'll come back and show you what it looks like all done. Oh, and I'll take out my stitch markers. Ta-da! The hat is complete, and I'm crouched really strangely on the floor here because I didn't want to go grab a chair. But I really like how it turned out. It's just super cute with the cables and the eyelet holes. And it's just slightly Harry Potter, and no one knows it but me and anyone who watches this video. Or anyone that I tell. Anyway, I really like how it turned out. It's super cute. It's a lot looser than I had thought it would be, but that's because I guess I'm knitting a little bit loose, especially with this yarn. if I knit tight with it, it would rip because it's just not good quality, which is kind of sad, but I mean, it is what it is, and I honestly think that this will last pretty well once it washes a little bit. I do need to block it, but I'm lazy with that, and it's 90 degrees outside right now, so I have 6 to 8 months before I can actually wear this hat. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you'd like to see any more videos where I make stuff like this, and please subscribe to my channel. That would be great, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye! Say goodbye, Titan. He's in a dark corner right now on his little cat tower.